going on, guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video, and this time we're back on some Forza 5 with this Mazda RX-7. We're back on the ring as well. So I used to love doing this back in Gran Turismo 6 and Gran Turismo 5. I used to have a bunch of cars just that I would tune myself and just take them out on the Nürburgring and try to go as fast as possible. And just sort of tuning the suspension more, tuning the transmission, the drivetrain, you know, the diff. It was something really fun to do in Gran Turismo 6. So I don't know why I just never got into it in Forza 5. I just didn't play enough Forza 5, and I think I just want to do some more of that because that was so much fun back in Gran Turismo. So I thought I'd start doing it in Forza 5 as well. So this is what you guys are watching right now. This is just a test run on the ring. This is the very first time me taking this RX-7 out on the Nürburgring. I mean, I've tuned this and I've messed around with it on Mazda Laguna Seca, and I've even taken it around in 1 minute and 33 seconds, 1 minute 33.3 I think it was. So it's a fast car. It's definitely a fast car. Like, I've put a Murcielago LP670 SV against this thing, and it's slower. It's like 5 seconds slower than this thing around Laguna Seca, and I actually still think that I can go a little bit faster with this RX-7 just because of the way I was driving. I think I can just be a little bit more aggressive and go a little bit faster. But for right now, this is my very first time taking this out on the Nürburgring because this is pretty much where I wanted to tune the car for. But I don't know why I just didn't do it, you know, here in the first place. But it's all good. You guys get to see the very first time me taking this out on the ring. It's a very fun car to drive. I wanted this to be sort of like a really high A-class car. I didn't want this to be like... I don't want this to be like an S-class car because... I just don't know. I don't know, to be completely honest, but I think the power is perfect for this thing. I did add a little bit more horsepower, so it was basically an S-class car before, but I decided to reduce the power to... I think right now it's at like 420 or something like that. And I think it's just perfect for this thing. Like, it doesn't slide too much from underneath me. I even made like the diff a little bit, you know, friendly, or a little bit more open. Also, I'm trying to concentrate, by the way. So if there are some like pauses in what I'm doing, or pauses in the commentary, then I'm recording this like live right now. So anything that I say here, I could pause randomly and just like not say anything, just because I'm trying to concentrate not to crash or do anything ridiculous and stupid on the track, because I am trying to sort of get a decent time. I mean, I can sort of try to reduce that, like not slide too much, but then again, this is a rear-wheel drive car with like 400 horsepower. I'm going just a little bit too fast. I clipped the grass. Alright, let's go back. Good thing I have the rewind thing. Like I said, this is sort of still like a test run, so I'm not too worried about the rewind thing and all that sort of stuff. I'm just trying to sort of test this thing out on the Nürburgring, and so far it's doing a pretty fucking good job, to be completely honest. If you guys want to see more of these type of videos, by the way, tell me in the comments, because I definitely enjoy tuning and modding like cars to go around on the track faster. So like I can even show you guys a setup if you really want to in a different video, or me just, you know, taking a car that's completely stock and just tuning it for the Nürburgring. Like I don't really mind doing that, but for this video I'm just driving around in this RX-7. It's a very high A-class RX-7. I think I've just already said that though. But goddamn, this is fun to do. Also, I love doing it in cockpit view. I used to love going, back in like Gran Turismo 5 days, I couldn't drive in like cockpit view or first person view or whatever. I just couldn't do it. It had to be from like behind the car. And right now, I still sort of drift from behind the car just because I sort of prefer that angle, because then I can just see the back of the car and I can just see pretty much all four corners of the car. So for drifting, I love drifting, you know, with the camera angle that's just behind the car. But for racing right now in Forza 5 specifically, I love doing it from cockpit view. It's just excellent. I absolutely love it. But for Gran Turismo, I love doing it in bumper view, right? So like it has to be down at the bumper. I'm just used to that. I don't really know why. It's just the way it is. But in Forza 5 right now, I absolutely love this view. The cockpit view is just awesome. And we're over to the carousel, which I sort of messed up. It's all good. It's all good. Still just a test run. I'm not too, this is actually the very first time, I don't know if I've said that earlier on in the video, but this is the very first time I'm taking this car out on the Nürburgring, and to be completely honest, we're not doing that bad. There hasn't been any crashes, like any major crashes. I sort of went a little bit off the track there, when I clipped the grass, so I just didn't want that to be, like, something that would screw up the lap, so that's why I ended up rewinding it, but there hasn't been, like, any crashes or anything of me driving a little bit too fast, or I think I've been driving a little bit too slow, to be completely honest, but I'm just afraid to just put the full power down into this, because I will probably end up crashing if I'm not careful, especially because I'm not paying, like, full attention to this thing. I'm sort of trying to make this video as well as drive around on the track, and I also have the back wheels sliding on me a little bit as well, but to be honest, the tune on this thing that I have right now, it's not downloaded off anybody. I've just ended up messing around with it, like, by myself. So, you know, everything that I've done to this thing is just literally stuff that I thought would improve the handling. So, every single mod is actually, like, useful for this thing. I even have a spoiler on the back, like a wing at the back that's functional. It's not for looks or anything. It's actually for downforce. So, that's something really cool that I have. That I have on the car. Alright, there we go. Come on. I haven't even checked. Holy shit, 6 minutes? We're only at the 6-minute mark and we're already this far up. Damn, we can actually get a pretty good time with this thing. So, in another video, if you guys want to see the setup on this thing, I may mess around with it a little bit more. I don't know, I'll probably mess around with the transmission a little bit, because right now second gear is just a little bit too long in my opinion, but I love the way I can go through it without basically sliding the shit out of my back wheels. So let's go a little bit sideways here. Oh shit, it's fine, it's all good. This thing is still good for going sideways, but like the diff is a little bit too open, I think, so I'm not gonna be able to do too much of that, but it is basically just so I can sort of reduce the sliding. Alright, let's see what lap time I can get on this thing. I mean, in Gran Turismo 6, I have a Subaru Impreza that has like 550 horsepower, I think it is. And it's all-wheel drive, so that thing I decided to, like, actually I was Gran Turismo 5 even, but I tuned that thing, and I managed to get like a, what was it, like a 5, or not 5, a 6, like 54 on the Nürburgring, and I even had like a competition which was against my friend, you know, where he was driving an Evo, like, I think it was a 7 or an 8, I can't remember exactly. But he was driving an Evo and I was driving the thing, and we were just going to town. 7 minutes and 44 seconds. I am happy with that time. I am definitely happy with that time. I mean, like I said, we weren't even driving like incredibly fast around the track. I mean, we had a few like hiccups as well. You know, we were sliding around a little bit as well. So if I sort of reduce that, and if I sort of be a little bit more aggressive in some parts, we can actually get this time down to be around 7 minutes, maybe 35. Yeah, I'm definitely confident that we can probably get around like 10 seconds off that track, off the time. Definitely. We can definitely go a little bit faster. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more stuff like this, then of course leave it down in the comments below. If you don't want to see stuff like this, then you can tell me. Obviously, you won't hurt my feelings. You can tell me that what sort of videos you guys want to see from me. But I just thought that this was sort of interesting, and this is something that I'm doing right now. So I thought like this would be interesting for me to upload to the channel to show you guys. But thank you guys anyway for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.